Fox Sports South.
Here in Clemson, South Carolina, the Tiger women are back home for just the second time in their past 6 games. They're looking to put an end to a 5-game skid, and they welcome in one of the most improved teams in the ACC, the Boston College Eagles. Take a look at the standings as we forge on into February, and by evidence of the fact that BC was picked near the bottom of the conference, but is right there in the middle of the pack, NC State leads the way. Louisville just behind by a half game, and of course you want to finish in the top 4 when the regular season wraps up in about a month. Hi friends, and welcome in with Deb Antonelli, Pete Hannity with you. A ball game today in which post play is going to be critical.
Well, you know, both these coaches like to play through the low block, and for Boston College, they've got a true back-to-the-basket post player that relishes inside her with her skill set and her ability to finish around the rim. Left or right, she's capable with her back to the basket. Sometimes you got to bring 2 to turn her into a passer because she's that good inside offensively. She's a senior who's playing with a sense of urgency, and guess what? There's a senior at Clemson feeling the same vibe as you head into February. Kobe Thornton, number 44, long and athletic, a great finisher at the end of the break. They move her around. She's capable of scoring in the high post. She won't necessarily play with her back to the basket. She can get paint points, and she does it effectively in a different way.
Guy had 19 against the Tigers last year in a loss up at BC. Thornton a double-double in Clemson's win. Our Toyota starting lineup. You also got to keep an eye on Taylor Soule inside for Boston College. She leads the Eagles in rebounds. And on the other side for the Clemson Tigers, well, they're a team that is relying on a lot of new faces this year. And our Toyota starting lineups for the Tigers, including Amari Robinson. What a fine freshman year she's having, Deb.
She has a promising future. She's a hard worker. She's highly skilled. When you take the combination of those 2 things and your willingness to get better and be coached, you've got a bright future.
BC has the advantage in the all-time series, a 10-6 lead in that category, and we're underway here in Little John Coliseum, the 17th all-time meeting between these teams.
Both these coaches well prepared, very good teachers, hard workers, high energy.
Taylor Ortlep, a senior, looking down low, follow the bouncing ball, and Guy does right into the basket.
The Emma Guy scores nearly 60% of the balls she catches in the paint. She is really good inside and will be a challenge for Clemson to deal with.
Each with about 4 assists per game. Dickens lets it fly from the right wing, and a tray goes down for the sophomore out of Virginia Beach.
You've got to find her and shade her in your defense. She is their best 3-point shooter, Dickens. That's her 44th made 3 of the season.
And from the left side of the basket that time, 8 early points and an 8-point lead for the Eagles. Robinson, the pull-up. Battle for the rebound. Thornton gets it back.
Good hustle on the glass by Clemson. Clemson has been a slow-starting first-quarter team. When you look at their last 5 games, they've lost the first quarter in each one of them, and they've lost the game. I think they understand where to get the ball. And look at this defensively right here. It's a clean pick.
She tops the ACC in steals, and Gerard will finish. Came in with 51 on the season, and it's a 10-point advantage as the Eagles build on their biggest lead of the ball game.
This is just timing it and doing a great job of getting a pick. Lopez too loose with the ball. Easy 2 for BC.
That is just 3 out of 13 from the field. Thornton will pull up, straddling the arc. It'll go for a long 2 for the senior out of Spelman, Georgia. Well, the Tigers trying to hang around, but Emma Guy and Boston College building a lead of as many as 10 points in our opening 10 minutes of play. After 1 here at Little John Coliseum, the visiting Eagles behind their senior leader with a 7-point advantage. And quickly 2 team fouls in our second quarter. Spray, she'll try for 2. And the transfer from UT Martin can score inside as well.
That's the way you want to guard Kendall Spray. 59 threes and 18 twos on the season, so you have to run her off the 3-point line.
Left block, Guy. Going to work on Hank, the freshman.
So tough. Come on. She just takes 2 power dribbles to the midline and finishes over that left shoulder.
It's back out to a 15-point Boston College lead.
They run their sideline break after a made free throw.
Spray, best 3-point shooter on the Tigers, and that's why. Soul got the angle, had it knocked away. Great job on the reach-in by Isis Lopes. Spray with the pull-up.
She's one of the only players in the ACC that has the green light to do that. Certainly has a green light for Amanda Butler. That is a big-time play. It's like a dunk on the women's side when you pull up and stick a triple like that.
Tigers back to a single-digit deficit for the first time in a long time. 8:09 of the second quarter. Kendall Spray letting it fly.
Create some space, and it allowed Kendall Spray to get to the bucket.
Spray forcing the action. Boy, you don't expect that out of the transfer from UT Martin. Just 5'5", but another bucket close to the hoop. She has 15.
When Amanda Butler decided in the second quarter about midway to extend their pressure, it's changed the game for them.
Gerard.
Tough backcourt play.
Big
Around
time.
Emma Guy. This is a well put together BC team.
We're setting up for a thrilling 4 minutes and 36 seconds down the stretch here in Littlejohn Coliseum. A 3-point game. Boston College has the lead. They've maintained it from the early going. And on the other side of our ACC women's doubleheader, Taja Cole and Virginia Tech head on into Carmichael. They'll take on North Carolina, an important game near the top of the ACC standings at 2 Eastern, right after our ball game here at Littlejohn on your regional sports network. Among the other action, one game in progress as well. Number 17, Florida State, in a tight one against Virginia.
Virginia continues to get better under Tina Thompson. They've got 5 wins in conference play, along with BC, Syracuse, and Wake Forest. ACC tournament is going to be a mess and a lot of fun for the fans.
You have the 3 ranked teams, but there have been so many ball games that have opened up eyes, and the Boston College Eagles, I think, own one of the top 5, if not maybe the best upset this year, a road victory in Tallahassee earlier this season. 19 in the game for Boston College. Let's see if that proves to be big. Hank, left elbow, and we're tied. Under a minute and a half to go in regulation. Turnaround jumper, and the ball dies for Seoul. A big, big bucket. Robinson will back it out. Shot clock coming up on 10.
I'll clear it out for Robinson. Let her go off the bounce.
Hank defended by Guy, who has 4 fouls. Thomas trying to push it to beat the shot clock.
What a
Robinson.
pass. What a pass. What a read. And to have the presence of mind to know you can't come back down with it, you got to tap it in.
You can depend on it.
Second time we're tied in the past half minute. Time now for our big bow moments as we go down the stretch here at Littlejohn Coliseum.
Down 20 in the first half. Down 15 at the break. Hannah Hank from the elbow. And then Taylor Soul from the elbow. We've had a couple of big baskets right here late. What a play and read by Destiny Thomas to get it inside. And it has forced BC to call a timeout. 21 on the shot clock. And Clemson's second half defense has been the difference. Their tempo, their ability to offensive rebound, their ability to take Emma Guy, number 11, away, who had 20 first half points.
Thomas defending her far from the basket. 10 on the shot clock.
Now you go.
Dickens defended by Spray, crosses over, works through traffic, and a foul will be called. And she knocks down the first of the 2 free throws. A 20-point game for Dickens.
Now keep in mind, Pete, there is a timeout that Amanda Butler will burn here to advance the ball.
She and the Eagles will feel even better if they can at least make it a full 1-possession
She
ball
missed
game.
this one as well.
Well, she did, and she hit the rim in doing it, and time will run out And how about the closing half dozen seconds or so for Michaela Dickens, Taylor Soule, and this Boston College Eagles team. They come into Little John Coliseum, enjoyed a sizable lead in the opening half, a 15-point advantage at the break, and they survive with a 2-point victory.
I'm not sure she was trying to miss the first time, but the second time right here, she's definitely Trae Young-like from last night in the Duke game. And she gets her own rebound.
Boston College, another big road win. They've won 6 of 11 road games this season and are 5-2 away from home in the ACC. And this triumph now brings it back to 500 in the league at 6-6. They improved to 13-10, and what a great job in her second season. Joanna Burnaby McNamee is doing. Clemson losing a 6th consecutive game, falls to 7-17 and 3-10 in conference play.
Well, I think it's a great job managing the game without Emma Guy. 21st half points for Emma Guy, who carried them in the first half. 4 points in the second half, but the guard play for BC was good enough to pull off the road win against Clemson.
Guy leads all scorers with 24 points. Kendall Spray 17 to lead Clemson. Big one on the road for the Eagles. And again, our final here in Little John Coliseum, Boston College 70-68. Now stay tuned for Virginia Tech in North Carolina. For Deb Antonelli, Pete Hannity, thanks for joining us, and so long.